This video explains how to remove a virtual cockpit in a 7.5 Golf. Apologies, I am filming with one hand, so it won't be a perfect video. First of all, you got to start off with unlocking the steering wheel and pulling it towards you and as low as possible. Lock it back so it doesn't move. Secondly, this trim needs to be removed. It's separate to the actual gloss black trim that surrounds the virtual cockpit. So with one hand, I'm just gonna try it. That's it. And you can see, maybe you can see, you got two bolts there. There are T20 Torx. But before that, you got to remove the actual trim for the virtual cockpit. So you've got an air vent on the right and an air vent on the left. What I usually do, I just start pulling on the actual trim until it unclips, just like that. And you can see how this is just unclipped as well, because both air vent trims actually clip into the virtual cockpit surround. It's just like that, as you can see there. So what I usually do, I just tuck my hand underneath, just like that, and I just unclip it all. Now, as you can see, so instead of removing the whole air vent trim, well, I usually end up doing it anyway to clip it all back in properly. I just slide it out like that, and it's just removed like that. Just place it on top of the dash. So with the T20 Torx, just remove both bolts like that. Try not to drop them down, as it won't be easy to find them again. What you'll end up having to do is actually removing the whole both trims to actually clip the vent, like the vents back in. So now we've got the screws out, two of them up there. A warning to you guys, this is really tight. It's clipped in very well. You may struggle with it, but it will come out. There is no other screws. It's just clipped in. So what I usually do is I get my fingers and I'll try both the upper and the lower. So I'll give the lower side of it a tug. Let's try the upper first. Just like that. It's just clipped out, and that actually unlocked both sides. So put it forward like that. You've got one plug there, and you've got the fibre optic cable there. So you just unplug that like that, unclip the fibre optic cable like that, and that's one virtual cockpit removed like that. The install is the reverse of this, so what you can do is just remember how it's all removed and put it back the same way. What I would recommend is, before doing all of that, is actually removing the air vent and actually clipping that back in properly, just like that. But usually you'll get a gap. So for example, with the center console trim, you can see how that doesn't line up. So what I'll usually do is actually remove the whole center console trim, which we can pretty much do now as well. So you've got two plugs on this. That's the hazard warning light. And this is really tough as well. What I usually do, I mean, this has been removed a couple of times, so what I usually do is I put my fingers in like that and just pull. You may hear a few clicking noises, crackling noises, but it's all normal. Just like that. Put that down. virtual cockpit to one side. So as you can see, this is pretty much disassembled itself, but it's very easy. You can just clip it all back in. It's just like that. It all clips back in. You just push it in. It's got clips on. These are clips going all the way around. You've got a few on the top. But it's very, very easy. As you can see now, that's looking like it should. So yeah, that's what you have left. So yeah, I think that would pretty much be it. If you guys need any help or anything, feel free to send me a message. I'm on Instagram as well, lux.automotive.london, and yeah, this is my Mark 7 GTD. I've retrofitted the 7.5 system, retrofitted the virtual cockpit, and yeah, thank you for watching.